He used the mud as a medicine that the man might be able to see. Yeah. Can I suggest you real quick? Here's your point. Here's my second point. Whatever you think is messed up about your life, you guys says, whatever you think is messed up about your life, you can make something masterful out of your mess. Look at somebody real quick and tell them, redeem your dirt. Redeem your dirt. So y'all get that. What does that mean to redeem your dirt? What does that mean? It means this is some of you in your negative experiences should cause you to become a resident expert. Because of your negative experiences, that should cause you to be a resident expert. It's because of your failures that you found out what most folks would have never figured out.
Yeah.
Help us today. Help today.
Let me help somebody real quick. Just because you cheated don't mean you can't ever champion relationships.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's because you did it that you know both the dangers and the degree of difficulty. You got to learn, watch this, how to flip your negatives into positives.
Yeah.
That's how you redeem your dirt. You got to learn how to flip the negative and turn it into a positive. It's because of the stuff that you lived through that you can be able to speak to.
Yeah. Preach it.
The problem is so many of us are trying to hide our stuff in the closet when really we don't understand that the power is in our transparency.
Yeah. Come on. You preaching real
We
good.
serve a God who can make all things good, right?
Yeah,
He can use all things for the good. Even the stuff that was meant for evil, God can flip it to your good. So I need you to understand that quit hiding in the closet and be transparent about your life, because God can use the truth to speak truth to power.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Sometimes you got to put the stuff on the table that we talk about and unplug. We got to lay it down and deal with it. Put some stuff on the table so you can deal with it. And we really can't be who we are because we too busy hiding, trying to be who they think we should be.
Help us.
We know you wasn't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Okay, it is what it is. That's your story. Stick to it. But God can use even your broken background to bless you. God can use your broken background to build you. God can use your broken background to teach something out of your life. I need you to understand that you have the power to redeem your church. God can use anything. God does not waste anything. Even the stuff that you did. Look at somebody real quick and tell them you can make it even on your broken pieces. A broke crayon still can color. A broke clock is right twice a day. You got to learn how to flip your situation and redeem your dirt. Redeem your dirt. Whatever you did, it gives you the knowledge to speak to it. Dad, real quick, whatever you did, if you would just tell your sons and your daughters the truth, maybe they won't do what you did.
Yeah.
Help today. Wow.
6 says that he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. 6 lets us know that he took nothing and made nothing. And that nothing didn't become something until he breathed into it.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
That just blessed my life. He took nothing. And then he made nothing.
Yes, sir.
And nothing, it still was nothing until he breathed something
Yes, sir.
into it. He breathed, he said he breathed in. He breathed in. The operative word in this text is in or into. He breathed into. The operative word is into. Can I ask you a question? Do you really know what you have in you?
Help us.
Do you really know what you have in you? Look at somebody real quick and say, I got daddy's DNA. I got my daddy's DNA. Most of you know that DNA is a scientific term, but can I flip it real quick and make it a theological speech? So the D in DNA, Pastor, I need you to understand, watch this. The D in DNA, when you got your daddy's DNA, number one, you got his divinity.
Yeah.
You got his divinity. What do you mean you got his divinity? His divinity is the thing that makes you different. It's the reason why you can rebound where most folk would never recover. It's the reason why, watch this, you can speak healing over yourself and you can be made whole. It's the reason why you can speak to a thing and that thing will come to pass. It's the reason why if you open up your mouth, something has to happen. It's the reason why when you give, God will keep giving to you. It's the reason why you are who you are. It's the reason why you got certain gifts and abilities because you got your daddy's DNA. Daddy, I need you to understand that if you would just if you would trip on how you give and where you give your DNA, if you will become more responsible about your DNA, if you gotta understand that you can't put your seeds everywhere because God has given you something special, something divine that you just can't drop in undivine or ungodly places.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, yeah.
The reason why Peter was able to walk on water because he had some DNA in him. He had an ability to put his feet on something that he should have drowned in.
Yes, sir.
Can I suggest you that's the reason why some of y'all ain't failed at some of the stuff you should have failed at? Because you had a DNA in you that made you different. While other folks drowned, you were able to stand on.
Oh, yes. Thank you, God.
When some people died from COVID, you were able to survive COVID because you had your daddy's DNA.
Thank you, God.
Not only did you have his divinity, watch this, the end means you have his newness.
Yeah.
You have the ability to make all things new. Daddy, please understand that when you walk into a room, it becomes brand new. My wife tells me all the time, especially when I was going to grad school at night, I would come home about 9:30. As soon as I got out the door, the house would be quiet, and I would come in and be like, where the kids? Like they heard you coming. Y'all don't want to have no church. I would ask, where the kids at? Like, well, they heard you pulling in the garage and everybody scattered. I need you to understand, Daddy, that you got some type of authority. When you show up in a room, you have the ability to make it a brand new environment. You have the ability to bring, watch this, you got the ability to make brand new life. And I suggest to you that the enemy is after your life because he knows that you have the power to give life. Yeah. That's why folks say, where your daddy? Well, he with his new baby.
Ooh. Your presence means something.
What daddy? Well, he got his new baby. That's why the devil is mad at you now. Because somebody looked at the devil and said, where is God? He with his new baby. That's why he's trying to destroy your life because he knows that you're his new baby and he's an old thing and he's mad at you because you're taking his place. But I need you to understand that Daddy, you got the ability to make all things new. If you got Daddy's DNA in you, you got the ability to make all things new. Y'all know when it's out. Why you tripping about your credit when you can flip it? Why you tripping about your situation when you can change it? You got the ability to make all things new. It's part of your DNA. Look at somebody and say, it's in me.
It's in me.
It's in me.
Not only do I have Daddy's divinity,
Divine DNA.
not only do I have Daddy's ability to make things new. Watch this. Lastly, I need you to catch this. And also, that means if I got his DNA, that means I got access.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
They have tough times today. They don't want to read on heavy quick. You got access. That should have just challenged you all by yourself. What do you mean I got access? I got access to rooms that everybody can't get into.
Yeah.
I got access to places that everybody else can't get to. I got access to things that everybody don't have access to. I got access because I got my daddy's DNA.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus.
Here's the difference between you and other folks. When you got daddy's DNA and you got access, you can knock on doors. And folks will answer the door, but somebody else will knock on the door and they won't even get an answer. I need you to understand that you got access.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You got access to healing. You got access to your deliverance. You got access to promise. You got access to prosperity. You got access to wealth. You got access to health. You got access to well-being. You got access to power. You got access to whatever you got keys to the kingdom. You got access. I got access because I'm my daddy's baby. Can I throw in another age just for fun? So not only do you have access, real quick, I need you to understand and watch it, and this is what a lot of men trip. You've been affirmed. You've been affirmed. You've been affirmed. I got affirmation. You've been affirmed. You do know that when Jesus came up from the water, his daddy showed up and said, "This is my son, of whom I am well pleased." I need you to understand, it don't matter about the dirt that's on your life. He still looks at you and says, "That's my boy, and I am well pleased. That's my daughter. I know what she did last night, but she's still pleasing. And she's still the apple of my eye." You have been affirmed. God doesn't see your dirt, he sees your DNA. You've been affirmed. It doesn't matter what your background looks like. He still sees the value in you. He still sees in you what most folks won't ever see. That's just some dust. Why he playing in dirt? Because God didn't just see dirt, he saw David. God didn't just see dirt, he saw Leah. God didn't just see dirt, he said, "Come here, Pastor Sam. Come from the dirt." God didn't just see dirt. He said, "Come in this." Oh, I see you in the dirt. God don't just see dirt, he saw you raising me. When most folks didn't see nothing, he said, "Come here, Dad, and let me pull you out of the nothing and make you into a something." God said, "Come here, Kayla, I know you're short, but let me give you a scholarship because I don't see dirt. I see something." Look at somebody say, "I see something in me." God sees something in me. God sees something in me, and not only does he confirm it, he affirms it. This is my son in whom I am well pleased. I've been affirmed. That means when God looks on me, he saw something. And watch this. He didn't deny me, he called me his son. That is, you better stop denying folks. It's your son. You are the father. And in this season, I need to charge you. Listen, I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm trying to help get you up. I need you to understand that your role in the world is to be a father. You might have to father somebody that you didn't even birth. It is what it is. It's called responsibility. You may have to father a situation that you didn't even create. You might have to pastor a church that you didn't even found. It's called responsibility. You might have to pay a bill that you didn't even make. It's called responsibility. Dad, I need you to understand that you have to be a father in this season because the world needs fathers. And that's why the enemy is trying so hard to kill us and take our breath because he knows the power that's in fathers. The world sees dirt, but God sees divinity. God sees a man of dominion. God sees a man of authority. Everybody else don't trip because they don't see what God sees. It ain't for them to see it.
Come on.
But it's called responsibility. When God gives you responsibility, you got to stand 10 toes down and be who God has called you to be, even if the world agrees with it or not.
Yes, God. Yeah. Thank you, Holy Ghost.
This season, it's time for us to get back to life. Back to not our reality, but the reality of God trying to make us into a man of Christianity. And every day we walk like him. Watch this. He forms us more into the image of his son.
Yes, God.
Text says that when he breathed into man, man became a living being.
Yeah. That's it.
Can I ask you a question? Are you living or are you just surviving? Are you living or are you just surviving? Are you just waking up and going to sleep every day? Or are you living? God didn't birth you just to be born. He birthed you to birth something out of you.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus.
Just miss your whole shot. Who we been talking about? We talking about Adam. Adam wasn't just born just to be Adam. Adam was born to birth a nation. In you there is a nation. In you there is future. In you there is legacy. In you there is lineage. In you there is something that the world has not seen, and we won't see it unless we pull it out of you. In you is a nation.
Yes, God.
Daddy, in you is the key to future. In you is the key to ending racism. In you is the key to the next generation. In you there are scholarships. In you there is better credit. In you. God didn't just see dirt, he saw dominion in you.
Yes, God.
There is future in you.
Yes, it is.
There's a song in you. And a season of worship in you. There's so much that God is trying to create and release in you.
Yeah, I know. Do it, God.
And we will quit focusing on our filters, thinking that our filters will fix our mess. And we will focus on what God has put in us, and we will focus on the DNA.
Yeah.
When God breathed into you, He didn't just breathe to be breathing, He breathed something in you. And when He breathed, man became a living. Living being. There's more in you
Yeah.
than just a face to get beat. There's more in you than just head to get slayed. There's more in you than just put a jacket on and get salted. There's more to you than just get your hat up with a fresh, crispy line. There's more to you than just the surface stuff. There's something on the inside that's screaming to get out. But the enemy recognizes it. That's why he's trying to choke the life out of you. There's more to you than your color.
Yeah.
There's more to you than how you fix up your face. There's more to you than the person that we create and put out into the world. There's more to you. That's the problem. Many of us have created this fictional being of ourselves, and that fictional being has become the truth. The problem with many of us is that we've made our public selves also our private selves. There's more to you. There's more to you than just the facade you created. Speak over your life. There's something that's in you will come out of you. Speak over your life that you're more than just a talent. You're more than just your voice. You're more than just a musician. You're more than just an athlete. You're more than just a mother. You're more than just a brother. You're more than just a media man. You're more than they sent you. You're more than the role that you occupy. You're more than that. Don't let the filth of your background keep you in that place. You're more than your background. You're more than your upbringing. So we know you got a dirty reputation. We know that it is what it is, but you're more than your reputation. God's plan for redemption is that He would get humanity back to a state of originality, that you will become more like the man that He created. You will become more like the woman that He created, that you're more like the son He created. He called you, He made you to be like His son.
Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God.
Do you understand the honor in that? He loved His son so much that He wanted you to look like Him and act like Him. He loves you so much that He let His only begotten Son perish so you wouldn't feel the pain of your mistakes. My God. And maybe y'all missed everything I just said. He allowed His only begotten Son to perish so that we would not feel the pain of our mistakes. He hung, bled, and died not because He did something. He hung, bled, and died because we did. God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish, but that we would get back to life. Come on, listen. Happy Father's Day to every daddy. I need that. I need you to understand your role in this world. Your role in this world is to set the standard. Your role in this life is to create for the next life. The text says that God formed man out of the dust of the earth, the dust of the ground, watch it. Because he was hands-on, that's Old Testament. In New Testament, Jesus takes on the role of a carpenter. Because he understood the significance of working with his hands. He understood the significance of being hands-on. Daddy, you got to be hands-on. You got to be present. You got to be visible. You got to be vocal. You got to be not just the provider. You got to be the priest and the prophet. You got to speak life over your family. You got to lay hands and the sick recover. You got to do it. In you is the ability to make all things. In you is the ability to create, to fix, restore, make whole. In you, God has given you dominion. He's given you authority. And if we would get back in our proper position and be the men and women of God that He has called and created us to be, it's our responsibility. That's my message today. That we will get back to life.